Oh man, this section. Welcome to the content blocks. I don't know what I call it, creation blocks. It's when you understand it, well, when you watch this video, understand it. This is so important. So this whole section is going to show you guys what are very common blocks that we all have all the time, and that ways that you not only, well, first of all, you have to acknowledge it, that it is there. I have to acknowledge it in myself. And at the same time, you need to understand that they show up in multiple areas of your life. So this is why this is the energy blocks right here. Because everything is connected. Everything is connected. So if you'll notice, think about someone who you know who is stressed out at work. So you think, well, they're stressed out at work, then they go home and they're fine. It doesn't usually work like that, because that stress is an energy. So where you have those energy blocks, where you have a block, like at work, I feel stressed out and everything, these people are usually stressed out in multiple areas of their life. That's why this will be so life-changing for you guys, because once you understand all this stuff, you're going to start to see your life change completely, because the energy, it's all about energy. The energy is showing itself in different areas of your life all the time. If you're struggling in one area of your life, I can guarantee you're struggling in another area of your life. A personal example of me, I was struggling physically from what I'm used to being, just physically training and all that kind of stuff. But it was because I was putting way too much emphasis on working and trying to put stuff out, and at the same time going through quarantine and the pandemic where I'm living at, and the balance was so messed up. So where I was overworking one thing, that energy translated into, well, I'm overworking it on the same energy, but in a different area of my life. So one thing that you're going to understand throughout this whole thing, as we go through this section of all these different blocks you have, what I really want you to do is look at these blocks that you have. And as you're saying, for example, I believe one of these sections are value. We've talked about value before, but value is so important. Everything starts with value. When you value yourself, you value your time, you value everything. But because of its value, if you don't value yourself, what you're going to see is, because you don't value yourself, you allow things to slide. You allow things to happen that you don't want to happen. You hang out with people you shouldn't be hanging out. You waste your time because you don't value it. All these things are going to happen. So once you fix that, so that's one block, is the value you have on yourself. Once you fix that, then all of a sudden you realize, like, wait a minute, now that I value myself, now I will invest in myself. Now I will take the time to do the things I want to. I will get out of these toxic friendships and relationships that I have. So everything is connected. So one thing that you need to understand, we're going to go through a lot of different things. I'm probably going to end up, this was not even planned because this is a pretty full month, but intuition, the easiest example, and I feel like this is the perfect example to kind of give you guys an overview of everything, is your intuition. That's the little voice inside of you that always knows what to do, even when it doesn't make sense to you. You don't have the logic behind it, but you just know, like, oh, I want that. I'm going to do this. Now, you'll understand in a second how it's all related, because if you don't listen to your intuition when it tells you, hey, you should probably do that instead. That you should be working on this project instead of that one. That you should be, you should be, you feel like you should be going this way with your career instead of that way, because you feel intuition, we question it with our logic because a lot of times it doesn't make sense. So dealing with your career, you'll also realize that the intuition, because you haven't understood that's the voice to listen to, that you'll start to just not listen to it with anything. So that's when it happens that you overeat. This is what I was going through. Like, oh, I know I'm full, but I just want to get something else. It just is one example. A second example is you'll realize it when you're just trying to go to the store and, like, I want a coffee. And then you're just like, I don't know which one I want. There's so many. I need to just choose one, but I can't figure out which one. And it's like you let go of your intuition and you try to think logically. And logically, it's just like the factors are always changing. So you see how it just shows itself. It shows up in another way because it's intuition. You haven't learned to listen to it. You know that, oh, I really should stop hanging out with these people. But some reason you're like, well, logically it makes sense because they're my friends and I've known them for a long time. So you question it there. You question it again with a big decision you have to make. You know what the right decision is. You know that you should take that trip to this place instead of going to the other place. But because your intuition, you don't know that voice, you don't listen to it. Now all of a sudden that's spilling over. So you see the energy of it. It shows itself everywhere in your life. And I'm sure as I was giving you these examples, you were thinking of ideas in your head like, oh, wow, that's true. I don't listen to my intuition. That's what got me into that trouble. That's what got me into these problems. That I would never have made it here if I had listened to it. I would have got out of these problems sooner. So one thing that's very important is understanding that everything you're going to learn, don't take it as just one thing. Please do not take it as, oh, now I know my value myself, so I'm good. No. This stuff should be in your mind, and your life should start to just you're going to see it through new eyes, because you're going to realize all this stuff that you're doing is because of one of these blocks. You're going to realize like, wait, why am I choosing to get that instead of that? Oh, because I value myself now. And people aren't going to recognize you because they're going to be like, wait, you used to always do that. Yeah, well, now I value myself, guys. I'm not going to stay out till 9 in the morning. No, not today. Maybe another day. Not today. I'm not going to do it every night. My summer travels. and I stopped. I had to value myself and my time and what I want to do. What's my purpose? Do I want to do something meaningful or just have fun? And I wanted to try to do both. And you can, but you got to pick something that's more meaningful and that's a whole video for another topic or another month. But you need to understand that all this stuff that you're about to learn throughout this entire month, take it, apply it to different areas of your life, because every single area is going to be affected by the energy. It's all energy. We look at it as up this energy. Like if you look at just your mind being being scared to death and being super excited, you have the same feeling. You get goosebumps. You don't know what happened. Like if I just told you, look at this person's face. Like what just happened? If you didn't have any context, you have no idea what happened. Someone could have just pulled the gun out and held it to the front of their face. They could have just seen a bear jump out from behind the tree, or their family could have just surprised them with a surprise birthday party. It's energy, and the energy needs context. The energy, you understand that it's going to be everywhere. So long story short, every single thing you're about to learn this month, understand that you can apply it to multiple areas of your life. And when you understand that's a block, it breaks the flow for everything to happen throughout all areas of your life. Once you value yourself and who you are, and you stand for something that's right, all of a sudden you start to become your true self. And the crazy thing is, people are going to not understand you. As you start to learn all this stuff, people are not. I was on live probably a few weeks ago by the time you're watching this. And a guy said on this live session, people are on live, I'm on live with them. And this person said, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're on live. You just reminded me that I needed to unfollow you. And in my mind, if this was 4 months ago, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I got to get that person back. But now I was like, my value's super high, and I only want people here who want to be here. I just was like, oh, well, I'm glad I could help remind you to do that. See ya. No feeling, no trigger, wasn't bothered. That's it. Because I value myself now. I don't have time to work with people who don't want to help themselves. It's just not my thing. That's why I love that's why I love you guys so much. That's why I love the mastermind so much. So understand everything you're going to learn is going to apply to different areas of your life. And if I give you an assignment today, look at how one thing you struggle with, whatever it is, and look at the deep-seated reason why you struggle with that, and you'll see somewhere else in your life, there's a reason why as well. It just doesn't matter as much to you. You just don't care. You think you got time, and you see it apply in different areas of your life. But that's what this month's all about, to help you guys break through that, to help you break through that, and at the same time, help me get through the blocks that I have as well, as the things I'm telling you, I tell myself all the time, but you can never tell yourself enough that you have things to work on and you need to get through it. So enjoy the next couple of videos, and yeah, I'm glad to have you guys here. It's like the first video of the month, so I'm like really excited. Yes, enjoy.